Chris Gallant, he's a former air traffic controller, a Black Hawk pilot, Army veteran, and he's running for Congress in New York's 1st District. Chris, welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Bennett, thanks for having me.
You heard from our correspondents coast to coast. What are you hearing about these delays, these cancellations? Is it as bad as we were warned it could be? Do you think it could only get worse?
It is, and yes, I think it can get worse. The problem is right now, air traffic controllers are stressed out. It's already a very stressful job. I mean, it's one of the most stressful jobs in the country that you could possibly imagine doing. You work all day, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, because it's mandatory overtime, because staffing is very short. And the only mitigation to what these controllers are seeing is to reduce traffic in certain areas. Right now, in order for these controllers, or what they're going through is essentially, they're talking about what are they going to do with their childcare and what are they going to do about putting food on the table. Those are the questions that they're talking about every day now. So instead of relaxing on their break, they're discussing with other controllers, like, what is it can we do? And a lot of these controllers are starting to get extra jobs, whether it be at Uber or something, to basically put food on the table is what it comes down to.
Yeah, we're also hearing stories of air traffic controllers not even being able to put gas in their cars to make it to work. We heard from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy earlier in the show. He has said these cuts are a proactive safety measure. Should we worry about safety? Are you concerned about traffic safety?
I am not at all worried about safety. Safety is a key #1 priority of both NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, which is the union of air traffic controllers, and the FAA. It is something that they take as a paramount priority, and that is why they are so firm about it. And this is the reaction to that. The suggestion is if you're going to be traveling, to take a book, but safety is not going to be an issue. If they need to, they'll just continue to reduce traffic even further.
All right, that is some good news. You're running for Congress, Chris, the legislative body who is responsible for this entire mess. How would you fix this?
I would bring everybody back to work. Right now, the House of Representatives is currently on a vacation, and if they want to actually get anything done, they need to go to work. That's the main thing.
Let's go back to Secretary Duffy. He said this week that the government might have to close part of its airspace if the shutdown continues. Has that ever happened before? Is that unprecedented?
So sometimes they have to close airspace for emergencies, but for the extended period of time of what they're suggesting, I mean, that could cause cascading effects. The delays are something that cause cascading effects. You delay aircraft across the nation, say 1,800 flights in a day is what they're projecting, and you have to find places for those people, so they just get bumped to the next day and bumped to the next day, unless they just take other means of transportation, but it kind of backs up. So it's the cascading effect. And if they wind up closing part of the national airspace system, it's going to cause even more delays that are even it's crippling is what's happening.
Crippling, I think, is a good word. Let's talk about the holiday season as well. It's hard to imagine what this will look like if the government shutdown continues during Thanksgiving, which is just really a week or two away. What happens then?
Well, I remember working a couple of Thanksgivings, and it is quite literally the busiest time when it comes to air traffic. Yeah. I used to work at a smaller regional airport, and for the amount of traffic that we used to get in that night, it was probably the most IFR air traffic that we ever get for the year. And I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be pretty significant, though.
I'm going to go back to the word you used, crippling. Chris Gallant, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.